Do you feel as though kids are being medicated for some of their behavioral issues these days?
Uh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's because, I think I mentioned earlier is that there's three environments that children live in. They live in their own mind and the characteristics of that mind. They live in a family system that holds boundaries or doesn't hold boundaries or holds them in a particular way and not another way, right? And they live in a culture that has certain qualities. Among them right now is, besides ideas that are present, it's technology. How much exposure to technology, how much exposure to various kinds of stimulation, not a lot of downtime and boredom where there's nothing to do and nothing to entertain them, and all the ideas that go along with that, right? So when we look at a child and we make a decision that they've got a particular, pathology, we're mostly looking at the child, that the single environment. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, and not these other two spaces. Certainly not never the third space, right? The third space is the most invisible for most people. We assume we're just at some sort of pinnacle of knowledge that has never been reached before in history. But actually we're repeating a lot of the same mistakes that people have done for the last, 2,500 years. So clearly we're not wiser than our ancestors. We're probably just as wise, and we know certain things more than they do, and there's certain things we've got blind spots where they didn't. So for me, I often say that the culture right now has a whole industry, it has a bureaucracy, it has a legal system, it has an insurance system that's all built around a medical model, and they lead to certain conclusions, and they encourage certain conclusions, and they fund certain conclusions more than others. Um, and that's, in a sense, that's those are all attorneys for the prosecution. The prosecution that says there's something wrong with your child. Right? I'm the attorney for the defense.